NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that will help my team.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Smith. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They go play action here on first down.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Yellow, line, blue, check.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a yard.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon.
You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw, Smith. Got a man. It's Brown. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That gain on third down, good for 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
To throw is Smith. And his throw here is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
Smith now to throw.
Well, this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there, and now 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Check White. Ready?
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. A little juke. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ready up.
2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Black swap. Yellow. Lining.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Pushing his way through. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Melbourne ready to go again on offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now Smith. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Look at the big man rumble.
And down right around the 37. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll set up to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On the ready.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Yellow, line, blue, check. Quick, yellow.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Here we go.
Second and 5.
5-6. Ready.
Back to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Fuller.
And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Set, hut. Hut, hut.
They'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Bucs are able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
Bisons, nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. 19 yards that time for number 19. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Come on,
They'll
set.
take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hut, hut.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Set, hut.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Opposite. Green.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first
Check
down.
white. Check pink. Black swamp.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 38 yards.
And the Buccaneers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Bisons, nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Bisons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Here's Smith looking to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Well, the Bucks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Peters. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. In trouble, and he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The final shot here before break. Smith. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we have reached past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucks with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So here are the Bucks to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver, complete. Now inside the 25 and down to the 16-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Blue check. Flick yellow. Smith red.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 3 from the 9. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now the ball's out, funneled near midfield.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now.
Back to throw here. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Buccaneers are pouring it on.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Second and 13 at the Buccaneers' 47-yard line.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Play action. It's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Now a second and 10.
At the Bucs' 46-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Bucs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Complete to number 89. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Check White.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Switch, yellow, ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. it was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, Daniels. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Here's Smith. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bisons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
Bisons 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Go!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Check White. Hut, hut.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. And now here's another interception. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check Pink.